All right. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? Working on the SST. I'm cleaning it. I mounted a servo because I didn't have a servo bracket, so I just crazy glued some little drone tidbits here and drilled it in. But I was getting some chatter and some noise in the drive line. I checked my gear mesh. I'm gonna clean the chassis all up, get all this dirt and stuff out of here. So I want to go to dirt burners. And these differentials are pretty much fried, even after I put, a year of it, not even a year, but like 4 battery packs of me jumping out there, even on that little mini course from that last video about a year ago when we had all the micros out there riding through the mud and the water. It chewed up the front differential. I checked the rear differential. The rear differential was fine. I ended up putting the same metal gear on it. But I ended up going out to one of my local hobby shops, Keck Hardware, down in Trenton, Michigan, and he had the like upgraded differential. I guess it had the white gear and it's like already built and it has the blue sleeves, which look cool. That was $12. He went in the back and was like, "Oh, I got these metal gears," and I was like, "Oh, I already got the metal gear," but I didn't even know that Traxxas came out with this. Part number is 7579X, and it looks like it's, I hope it's all steel instead of the blue aluminum. But even the little tiny gears in here, instead of them being plastic, like how that is. And I think what it is I think one of these gears is just chewed up all these gears here, and that's what happens. Like these gears just can't handle. They can't handle the going in reverse, going forward, smashing down on jumps and stuff. All my grease is all out of here. It's dry as heck in this transmission. Sorry about that horrible dryness. I mean, I ended up using car automotive gear, like bearing grease, but that didn't hold up. So I'm gonna pick up some marine grease and I get ready to rebuild this because we like to drive in water. And clean this dry shaft up. I guess that's from rocks and stuff going on the dry shaft. So I'm gonna clean that up. Try and run this servo wire so it's not touching the dry shaft at all. My spur gear looks pretty clean. I'll get the back out and go ahead and take the back out, take that off. But I gotta go get Kazi outside real quick, and then we'll be right back, tear down and pull out the rear diff. All right, got the rear off, and take out the rear spur gear. I'll take off that bottom ledge piece, but there's dirt all in there. I'm gonna clean it all up, and then we're gonna build the metal diffs and pack some grease in there. Start it back up, especially up in the front. Look at that bearing. That bearing is horrible. I might have to buy a new bearing. Let's try and clean it all up. All right, as I was cleaning, I think I found out my my clicking problem. I don't think that's supposed to be that big of a hole with that pin in there like that. I don't think it's supposed to have that much slop. That's a lot of slop, so I think I'm just gonna set it in here, torque it like that, and then I'm just gonna put a bunch of paper and crazy glue. Just lock it up, I guess. The spur gear looks pretty clean. I mean, getting it over here so that way I can put the metal spur gear on. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna buy a whole new dry shaft, because this dry shaft just looks hit from rocks and stuff. So I'm gonna clean it up and then crazy glue the heck out of it. Hopefully I can get that to hold. Holder, the bottom half of the trans of the I can't even talk, of the gearbox. Front bottom half of the gearbox. Here's the frame. Probably not gonna pull the servo out, but I'm gonna go and wash it up with some light soap detergent. Get all these plastic parts all cleaned up, and then put it all back together with the new gears inside. Oh, and then got to show you guys. Been globbing crazy glue. The bearing still spins. So I know that's not gonna hold up very long, but at least hopefully it'll take up some of that chatter and some of that noise that was going on. Alright, so I'm gonna grab the plastic sleeves here for the differentials. And grab the bearings, tread the brushing them out as best I could with a toothbrush. And I'm going to use some of the racing bearing oil. I go around on either side of the bearings. And then I noticed the gears have numbers on them, like number 1, number 3, 3. So I put a 1 here. I'm going to put another 1 over here. I'm going to put the 3s across. I mean, I don't know if that matters. I'm just going to build it this way. Don't know if the plastic ones have numbers on them. I'm going to get this diff dirt. Take a little bit of bearing oil. Put the shaft in there and take back and forth and around and all that stuff. Now we're going to take the long end. I'm going to grease these up with some oil as soon as I get some grease. I just don't want it metal on metal. That's so much stronger. I'm going to take our ends that have the oil on it. Grease this end in the bearing. A little bit of dirt there. Take our plastic sleeve. Bearing on. Take this side. Take one of the plastic sleeves. I don't know, I think they're all the same height. Yeah, they're all the same height. Alright, so we got the front diff in. Still making a little bit of chatter, but at least with that being crazy glued, it's not clunking around. Bearing oil all on me. I like those steel drive shafts.
Alright, put it back together real quick. Just want I still haven't cleaned the wheel hubs and got all the mud and stuff out of the wheel hubs and those bearings and cleaned those bearings up, but I was just mainly worried about the drivetrain, the differentials with the metal gears, and just making sure all that's still good.
Oh. Still some like chatter and dirt in there, but I know that's probably in the wheel wells. But at least I'm not getting that clink, 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 clinking sound. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, I like these differentials already.
My super glue servo mount seems to be holding up, so clean out those wheel wells.
Next truck I ended up getting up from my buddy Dan is this Team Associated TC3. I'm gonna pull the electronics out of the drift car so we can take this, the short course truck, or the SST, and the ECX Roost. We'll take these up to Dirt Burners. And my buddy Justin, he's gonna meet up with us. He's got a Latrax SSt on, like, I think 3S or 4S, not for sure, but that should be a pretty cool video. So stay tuned, you guys. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, RC anyway. Look at that. Crawl, drift, jump. Crawl, drift, jump. Drift, jump, crawl. Right? Alright, whatever, you guys. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.